receiver, Sam James.
Sam, start with special teams. Obviously, you returned a few punts, kickoffs, whatever, at the end of last year, but now it seems to be a huge role for you. Did you do it in high school? Do you like it? Is it difficult to sort of relearn it?
I did return kicks and punts in high school, but just being able to come back and do it again, it has gotten a lot harder because the kickers are obviously better than what I faced in high school. So and my biggest thing was just tracking the ball off the punter's foot. I gotten a lot better at that throughout camp and throughout spring because I caught a lot during spring and stuff like that. But that being able to be in that role for me is just being able to show people that I'm more versatile. Like I can help a lot more in the field, especially on special teams and with returning and stuff like that. So it's been fun for me, honestly, to be able to go out there, catch punts and return and stuff. So
You're doing both. Are they different skill sets with punts and kickoffs? Sometimes you split those duties up.
100%. Like kickoffs is a lot easier because it's a straight line. Like you will see when the kicker kicks it's a straight line. It's end over end. Punt's a little different because you got to judge off the end of the ball depending on how it's coming down, where you need to place. Like if it's coming down a straight spiral, it's going to go a little bit left. If it's wobbly, it's going to fall right and it's going to fall short and stuff like that. And so just like I said earlier, just seeing it off the kicker's foot and seeing what type of ball it is to be able to adjust to it.
About a left-footed punter.
That's difficult because just like a left arm quarterback, like the ball spins different than the right. So, I just got to catch the spins. Like with a right foot punter, like if it's spinning in a spiral and it's going right, like it's going to fall left. Like if it's spinning coming down in the spiral, it's going to go left, like hard left. But with like a left footed punter, if it's coming in the spiral, it's going to go hard right. So, it's just different. I just got to watch film, on the kickers and see how they kick and stuff like that. So
A lot of information to catch a punt.
Nah, it is. And thank God that Ryan's here to help with that because, his college career, he had a lot of, punt returns and stuff like that. So just picking his brain, listening to him and listening to what he has to say has been, great for me.
Not to mention you got 11 guys running at you.
Yeah, that's probably the hardest part, honestly, is judging when to fair catch and when not to fair catch.
I asked Coach Washington, I said, asked him who his repeat performers was. I know that's something Coach Brown talks about, and he mentioned you. He said you've been the repeat guy. What is it different for you this year than, say, years past?
Being more mature, more consistent, like NFL, like scouts and GMs, whatever, they're looking for guys that are consistent. They're not necessarily looking for the best guy. Like if you're consistent every day throughout, you will win that job. And, I just took on that mindset to just come in every day with the same mindset, go to work and be consistent no matter like what happens. Just keep that same mindset to, be good.
So not necessarily the flash plays, but just the everyday things that you got to do.
Yeah, because, honestly, in my opinion, the hardest catch to make is, like, the same old, easy pass. Like, you could go out there and make a one-hand catch, a spectacular catch, a great play, whatever. But, like, if you do the little things right every day and be consistent on those things, you'll be good.
That's not going to get you on social media.
I mean,
I'll get you on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm not really even, I'm not the type of guy to worry about, like, the social medias and what people are talking, so I just stay me and go to work.
Those seem to be the catches that you described are the ones that everybody's seeing on social media.
Yeah, that's the ones everybody want to see, but, like, the ones that you need to, like, the ones that guys need to, complete every day and throughout every day are, the basic ones, running a curl, catching it, running a post, or, like, a hitch or something.
Dealing with some new quarterbacks, you get adjusting to Nico, JT, and such.
Yeah, all our quarterbacks are great, from Garrett to Goose, Nico, JT. And then they all have different play styles. So, just, with camp and how we rotate quarterbacks each day and stuff like that, just getting, accumulated to the quarterbacks, adjusted to the quarterbacks and stuff like that. It's been a smooth transition of going from one quarterback to the other because we've been with them for so long. Minus JT, but like the other three, we've been with them so long, like throughout the spring and stuff like that. So just getting reps on reps. So that's what matters, just, getting reps.
Get enough reps with JT over the summer to develop that chemistry you need?
Yeah, 100%. We had a whole bunch of player practices, OTAs and stuff like that. And so just being out there, running routes, even though we wasn't going against the defense, but just running routes, working on time and connecting, knowing where he's going to throw it, how he's going to throw it and stuff like that. So it's been great.
Say a lot of people think inside receiver is going to be short stuff like meshes and hooks and all that. Tony said that a lot of vertical stuff in this offense for inside guys too. How does it differ from maybe what you were playing before inside, or what people think an inside receiver does?
Wait, can you say that last part again?
Yeah, how does like the inside position in Graham's offense, the routes, especially the vertical stuff, how does that differ from maybe what you were doing before, what people might think of what a slot receiver does?
I mean, a little last year we ran some deep routes and stuff like that. But like with Graham, being able to get that one-on-one with the safety or one-on-one with the nickel linebacker or a linebacker in general has been beneficial because I'm a fast dude. A lot of slots are fast, so being able to get that matchup, with the linebackers has been great. Graham know how he dials it up. I'm not gonna lie, he's a smart OC, and so he knows how to put players in certain spots to be successful.
When you initially moved outside to inside, did you kind of, I'm not sure worry is the right word, but do you think you're going to miss some of the exciting outside vertical stuff because, like you said, inside's not the most exciting, right?
Yeah, at first I thought, but then again, like when Graham came, we started, going more down the field. And so, I mean, it really wasn't necessarily me missing the outside. It was just me, trying to get used to, being inside, more off coverage and stuff like that, not necessarily DBs in my face and get, free runs at safeties and linebackers.
Talk a little bit about the relationship between you, Caden, and Bryce. I mean, that's quite a threesome you got working there.
Yeah. Me and Bryce, basically, since KP got here, we took him under our wings as our young buck, and our relationship grew over the past 2 years, year and a half, and just being able to be out there, we could trust each other. Like, ball goes to one person, we know he's gonna make the play. We're always excited for each other. And, that's probably the biggest thing, in football, really at the wideout position, because wideouts could necessarily be selfish because it's only one football. And but we got it down where we don't care who makes the play as long as the play's made.
What are you expecting of the three of you this year? Obviously there's high hopes for a passing game and a deep passing game and scoring. How do you guys approach it?
We personally feel like we're going to be the best in the conference, and honestly the best in the nation. We just got to keep, working every day, being consistent. But with Bryce and KP, they're bigger guys. They're also fast. A lot of people don't think they're fast, but they got some wheels on them. And just being able to, have a triple threat, We have two big guys outside who could run routes. Got me inside. Also Reese Smith inside too, who could run routes and run past people as well. He has wheels too, I'm not going to lie. We have a fast receiving core who's able to run routes and create separation. So I expect big things out of us this year.
To Bob's question about downfield passing, what have you been able to work on to make that better than it's been in years past?
Honestly, just, with receivers, the crazy thing is we can't get the ball unless, the other guys, everybody else do their job. So we need linemen to be able to hold up. We need a quarterback to be able to get us the ball. Stuff like that. I feel like that's been, biggest part, everybody doing their job. They're 111. So, we got that now. We've been working on it. I feel very confident about our O-line and our quarterbacks. And so I feel like that's going to help us, into the future, being able to, press the ball down the field more.
How does JT throw the deep ball?
I would say he has one of the best deep balls. He's accurate on his deep ball. He knows where to put it depending on how the DB's playing you. Depending on how you're running your route, he knows exactly where to put it. So his deep ball is pretty accurate. He honestly probably has the best deep ball. So.
Is it a soft one to catch? Is it kind of a parachute or
Mm-hmm.
the kind of fall right in?
Fall right in the breadbasket every time.
Sam, what's allowed Jeremiah to play inside and outside this early in his time on campus?
Wait, can you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
What's allowed Jeremiah to play inside and outside this
Jeremiah's going to be a very versatile receiver for us. Honestly, he's fast enough, quick enough to play in the slot. He has, the press releases to play outside, the routes to play outside. So Jeremiah is going to be pretty good for us.
Tony, he's got kind of a different body type. He's almost like a running back, body-wise, when you look at him. He's got those stick legs, and you're laughing.
But I mean, yeah, he probably was slimmer when he played back in the day. He probably got a little dad weight on him, something like that. But I don't know. I enjoy, learning from him. He brings something different to the table. He was also in the NFL for a couple of years, so he was able to learn from a lot of receivers, a lot of quarterbacks, OCs, and stuff like that. So just for him coming in, it helped us a lot because it's a different perspective on things. And it's actually like a coach who, played the position. I'm not knocking any of my other coaches. They were great, especially Coach Parker. I loved him. But just, you know, having him there to be able to teach us. He's able to show us too. So like when we're doing Indy, he gets out there and show us what he wants, you know. So.
I was mentioning Aaron. Aaron looks like a.
Oh, you said Aaron. Oh, I thought you said Tony.
I
That's.
asked Tony. I said,
Oh.
looks like a running back.
Yeah.
Almost. You know, you look at his legs, and you know he's.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of body type.
Nah, he is. Those are normally like how slots look, you know. So I mean, he's, you know, thicker and stuff like that, bulked up. He's able to move, but he does look like a little running back.
How is he in space with the ball?
Oh, he's pretty good in space. Yeah, he's able to cut, make reads right, and, you know, burst upfield.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But we know
Yeah.
Coach Washington.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Coach Washington. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of Cortez?
Cortez is gonna be good for us too. He's more of like a deep threat. He could go up top on people. You know, he's gonna be good. He need to learn. He need to learn a little bit more coming from JUCO to, you know, Power 5 and stuff like that. But once he gets the ropes and learn and be consistent every day, he's gonna be good.
What's the biggest thing you learned as a wide receiver? What's the best lesson you've had since you've been playing?
Use your weapons. Like, that's probably honestly the best, you know, thing I've learned is to use your weapons. No matter what, like, use your weapons. What you're strong at, and all your strengths, use them, because that's the best thing for you.
So you talked about, you know, being comfortable and talked about consistency. Is that, you know, or is that more challenging when you don't know who your quarterback is, at least at this point going into week one? You have to work with four separate, different quarterbacks with maybe four different, you know, playing styles, or?
I mean, not. No, not really, because, you know, as wideout, our job is just to catch the ball no matter how the ball comes or who's throwing it. So, honestly, that's just on us as wideouts. That's on me as a wideout, just, you know, to focus in on catching the ball, focus on the ball and stuff like that. So, I'm not really worried about, like, what quarterback's in, per se. I'm just worried about, like, my job and what I have to do, you know, to be successful.
How many wide receiver coaches have you had? I'm trying to think. You've had a few.
Yeah, Coach Carrier, Coach Dye, Parker. I have 4. So Parker,
Right.
and then Coach Washington.
All kind of different, I guess, in the way they teach.
Yeah, 100%. That was probably, honestly, that was like a love-hate thing for me at first. Like, when I was younger, I was kind of mad because I was like, dang, Coach leaving me again after, you know what I'm saying? But then as I got older, I understand, like, this is a business. And, like, business moves, like, they have to be made at some point. So, but, you know, just being able to, you know, grow, learn from them. Like, they all teach differently. They all got different teaching styles, techniques. And just, you know, to learn from each one of them. And then, you know, since this is my last year, I could put all of them together, you know, and just go to work.
So you earned the trust in one guy and he's gone.
Yeah,
You got to do it again.
Yeah, that's probably the most difficult part is, you know, being able to, you know, open up, have an open heart and trust another guy coming in, because you're like, personally, like, you thinking, like, dang, like, I don't really want to trust him. Like, he probably going to leave within 3 months, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was probably the biggest thing for me was trust, opening up, being able to be more open with, you know, the new coaches coming in and, you know, just being more open to their coaching style and stuff like that, so.
Sam, how happy are you in individual drills when the DBs have to put on the boxing gloves?
They don't. I'm happy because that stopped them from holding. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it's more beneficial for them than for us, honestly, because it's teaching them how to play with their feet first and not their hands.
Okay, anything else for Sam?